Heiss? What are you doing here?
They told me my best agent was in critical condition. How can I get any work done in my office while you're here in such a state? I told you before, you're one of my best boys. Much about our situation has changed while you slept. The Granorg army invading Lasville Hills has been driven back. Not only that, but we even managed to take back the sand fortress at the border.
Impressive progress.
All of it thanks to the intel you brought back for us. We've finally proven our worth in the eyes of the military. It ought to keep our detractors off our backs, for a while at any rate.
One can only hope.
Stocke, my boy, can't you at least act a little happier? Or does it hurt too much to give so much as a smile?
You should know by now, I'm not one for merriment.
Ah, well. As long as you have your health.
Let me guess. You have my next assignment for me.
You always have been so astute. That's right. There is a job I'd like to ask you to take on. Come around to my office later.
And what of Marco and Rainey?
I put them on leave. The last mission was rather a strain on them after all. But they seem to have taken a liking to you, and they're looking forward to your return. I plan on assigning them as your subordinates on the next mission as well.
I see.
By the way, Stocke, did the White Chronicle prove useful? Well...
Yes, as a lucky charm, just as you said. Heaven knows we needed luck on that mission. That's the only reason I can see for us coming back in one piece.
I see. So nothing, happened?
Such as?
All right. I'll let you hang on to the White Chronicle for a while longer. I'm sure you could use a lucky charm on your missions from here on out. If you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to. Once you're back on your feet, come around to my office.
Odd that he asked so directly about the White Chronicle. It certainly saved us, but... is that really why Heiss gave it to me? Or was there another reason? He's impossible to read. I'll have to tread lightly. I may need to put some distance between us before long.
Stocke, you're finally up!
Sonia.
I thought you were done for when I saw Marco and Rainey carrying your body into the city. But I guess I should have known better than that. You trained way too much for that to happen.
Spare me the exaggeration.
I'm not exaggerating. You could have died out there, Stocke. You and Rosh need to start thinking more about yourselves and less about your missions. Our entire army operates the same way. Everyone's ready to risk their lives for Alistel. What about the people back home who care for you, though? Does it not give you pause?
sorry if I worried you. But this is my job. If I don't take up this mantle, Alistel will never hold a candle to the might of Granorg.
I realize that. I might as well be talking to Rosh right now. You two have always been so hard-headed.
Speaking of Rosh, where is he?
Up with Lieutenant General Raoul. He's being appointed commanding officer for a new brigade of fresh cadets. He said he'd be down here shortly to visit if you're hoping to see him. Can I help you? What are you doing?
Sonia, run! What's this black glow?
Stocke!
Talk about a nasty surprise. What's going on down here?
Rosh!
Are you two okay? He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, I'm all right.
What about you, Stocke? You look like you're healing nicely.
I am.
What division are you with? How dare you turn your sword against a fellow soldier? Huh? What was the— Whoa! What the hell just happened?
He turned to sand.
What do you make of that soldier? He wore an Alistel uniform, but...
You don't think this was Granorg's doing, do you?
No. Something about it seems strange. A professional assassin would have acted far quicker.
True. And then there's the way he died.
The sand plague, most likely. I've read about it before, but this is my first time seeing it up close. It's just like the reports. It causes people to turn into sand.
Huh. I'd always dismissed it as some old wives' tale.
Seems real enough to me. But how could a person just disintegrate like that?
It starts with the essence of life, mana, which is found in all living things. They say that when one loses their mana, they turn to sand.
They don't just die?
That's right. The order is reversed in the case of the sand plague. Normally, after a person dies, mana flows out of their body. But that soldier was still alive when his mana left him. That's why he turned to sand.
So basically, the sand plague drains a person's mana.
Seems so. I have no idea why that would happen, though.
Think it's connected to the desertification somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. Though, at this point, nobody knows what's causing the desertification either. They say it began sometime near the fall of the old empire over a century ago. But did the collapse cause the desertification? Or was it the other way around?
Too many questions without answers. What's gonna happen to the continent?
There's no knowing that. For now, let's just try to do what we can to make a difference.
You're right. Well, I should be getting back to work. Oh, and by the way, we shouldn't tell anyone about this.
Why do you say that?
Boss's orders. You know Fennel next door, right? When I told him what happened, he was pretty adamant that we keep it under wraps.
I'll keep that in mind.
Anyway, back to work for me. You two can stick around here as long as you like.
Hey, Stocke. How would you feel about joining up with my brigade? It'll be just like how it was before Heist started up Special Intelligence.
Why now of all times?
I'm working under Lieutenant General Raoul to head up a new corps. I need a good adjutant. More than that, I need one I know I can trust. It'd be a weight off my shoulders to have you around.
So you mean for me to quit my current post under Heist?
You'd have to, yes. Lieutenant General Raoul will handle the transfer from the SI to his command. We can take your subordinates along with you too. That'll be no problem.
Can you sway Heist?
That, I don't know. But he'll either be convinced or coerced. Lieutenant General Raoul will see to that. Look, this is your decision. Whatever you believe is best, that's what we'll do.
What now? Wait. That's... Rosh. He's dead. And... is that me with him? I killed Rosh? That's impossible. Stop this, please. Don't show me such things!
I can see the hesitation all over your face. I'm not asking for an answer right now, mind you. Look, I need to go to the upstairs hall to greet the new recruits. Just think about it and let me know your answer whenever you're ready.
Do I stay with Heist, or join up with Rosh's brigade? This isn't a decision I can make lightly. Huh? What's that book doing here? Is it calling to me? I suppose I do still have some questions for those two. Maybe I should head back to Historia. You two.
Hello, Stocke. We summoned you this time because there's something we need to tell you.
I have a question for you as well. A moment ago, I saw a future where I kill Rosh. What was that about?
Please, calm yourself, Stocke. That vision is precisely why we chose to summon you here.
You went back and averted the deaths of Rainey and Marco. Rosh's death happens further in the future, but it too can be averted in the same way. Even should that future come to pass, you can revisit it and change history. And this is the primary juncture at which you may do so.
What do you mean? Don't tell me. Does history branch again here?
Correct. You are quite sharp, Stocke. Now, look upon the path forward.
This is the moment where history branches in two. You can return to this point in time and space with the White Chronicle. A node has been formed here.
Which means what?
Your decision now will have a profound effect on history. If you ever want to revisit that decision, you will be able to return to this very moment.
So the choice I'm about to make is an important one then.
That's right. Whether to align yourself with Heiss or Rosh is a more vital decision than you know. Your decision to stay on as an agent or join the brigade with Rosh will change your life.
Heiss clearly knows what the White Chronicle is capable of. He's the one who gave it to me after all. I'm not sure why he chose to do so, though. That may be reason enough to part ways with him.
Many potential paths lay before you at this moment. Make a decision, explore its consequences, and search for possibilities. That is the power bestowed upon you by the White Chronicle.
So I shouldn't waste time thinking. I need to act. Is that it?
We are not saying you should make your decisions carelessly. We just want you to know that you needn't be overly cautious. To search for possibilities in the shadows of history, without anyone finding you out. That's your true mission.
A fitting aim for an agent like myself. I want to know one thing, though.
What is it?
What's the point of all this? At first, my only goal here was saving Marco and Rainey. Yet now you claim the White Chronicle is meant to bring about the true history. What is this history you speak of? I assume it has little to do with my own personal gain. I have to wonder. What will happen if I do nothing?
The world will perish.
What?
It's no exaggeration. This world is on the verge of destruction.
By now, you must surely have noticed the inevitable ruin the desertification brings. It is the underlying root of this horrible war, and what will bring it to an end as well. If its merciless advance remains unchecked, man's battle over arable land will rage on. And the result will be total extinction.
You will prevent that from happening by creating a history that won't perish.
Countless possibilities fade into the darkness, yet there exists a razor-thin path of light. You must find it.
I understand. I'll do what I can for now.
That would be best. Becoming anxious over having to save the world isn't necessarily to your advantage. Just do what you think is right. That may be all you need to reach a favorable history.
I suppose I don't have much choice when you put it like that.
There is still one more thing we must tell you.
Your journey will be hard. You will not go through unscathed. As a result, we're considering healing you and your comrades through the nodes.
You can do that?
Oh yes. But we will require mana crystals to use this power. Choose the moments you use our healing wisely.
I have here some mana crystals. Take them with you.
Thank you. I'll be sure to use them carefully.
We will always be close by, watching over you. Until we meet again, Stocke.
Hey, Stocke, you have your answer yet? Do you want to join my team or stay with Heiss?
Rosh, I'm thinking of joining your brigade.
That's good to hear. To tell you the truth, I wasn't confident I could handle training all the rookies myself. I'm glad to have you aboard. I'm going to inform Lieutenant General Raoul of your decision. He should get all the paperwork set in motion.
Dear children of Alistel, I have come bearing the word of the prophet Noah.
Please!
Blessed are you, beloved children of the prophet Noah. Hush now. Untainted believers in the light. I will now reveal to you all the message entrusted to me by the prophet Noah.
Oh!
The prophet Noah has spoken. Now is the hour when the melted snow shall water the sandy soil.
Huh?
The land of Alistel is embraced by snow-capped mountains where the high gods dwell. If there are any who yearn for peace, the snows shall melt, and the deserts will have succor. In truth, the melted snow refers to you, the people.
Oh!
Blessed children of the frigid lands of Alistel, you will descend upon the tainted land of Granorg and purify it. That is the prophet's most devout wish. This too, as the prophet Noah foreseen. The source of the taint is the olden kingdom of Granorg. Festering at the heart of this source is the evil enthroned there.
Ah! That's right!
The prophet believes in you. He has seen the children of the pure melted snow ridding the land of these impurities. He knows that the power of each of Alistel's children will add to this crusade's success.
That's right! Oh!
Go forth, my children. The waters of the pure melted snow shall rid the world of this evil.
That's right!
Do not forget, the melted snow shall also nourish this parched world.
Oh!
In the Prophet Noah's holy name, our salvation begins now!
Hooray!
Yeah!
Melted snow, huh? No matter how often I see your theatrics, General Hugo, they never cease to amaze. We'll be seeing a bump in the ranks of the enlisted men soon, I expect. He's certainly comfortable in the role of the Prophet's mouthpiece. But if he doesn't keep his wits about him, someday he'll find that...
Lieutenant General Raoul, sir. May I come in?
Of course. The door's unlocked.
Excuse me, sir. I know you must be busy.
Think nothing of it. So, what brings you here?
It's the matter of the adjutant for my brigade. I think I may have mentioned it.
Oh, Stocke. Yes, I remember. Did he see things your way?
Yes, sir. He said he wants to, he plans to accept the proposal to join my brigade.
Rosh, it's just me. You can relax a little. You don't have to act differently around me. It makes things easier between us. And besides, I know it's not your style. Then again, if you continue to rise through the ranks, you'll need to act more like a leader.
I see. Anyway, that's the long and the short of it. Stocke will be my adjutant.
All right, the documents are already prepared, so I'll get them to personnel right away.
Do you think Heiss is going to be okay with this? Technically, you'll be taking Stocke from under his nose.
You have a point there. But the lack of skilled officers in our army is a real problem. And Heiss's Special Intelligence Group has no official sanction, let alone veto power.
Do I remember right that he created it without permission when he first came here?
You do indeed. Plus, Stocke was a military man for a year before Heiss formed Special Intelligence. With the SI still an unofficial outfit, on paper, Stocke is still a soldier. When you think about it that way, it's only natural for him to be recalled. There's no reason to let Heiss hog the top talent for his unofficial pet projects. Though I suppose it's his pet project that saved Alistel more than once.
I see what you're saying. But, official documentation aside, do you think Heiss will take this lying down?
Don't worry, he's no fool. Present him with an unshakable argument, and he won't press the point. Instead, he'll find a less direct means of getting even. But you knew that going in, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought as much. There's no way he'd let go that easily.
That sort of thing is part and parcel of any big organization. It's the nature of society. Just tread lightly.
Yes, sir.
Well then, shall we talk of something else? You know, headquarters has given the order for your brigade to go into action.
Do they understand that my brigade is made of fresh meat? They're all civilians. None of them had ever touched a weapon until just recently.
They understand, yes.
All right. Stocke will be with us. I'm sure we'll make it through.
A fine attitude. You seem to have a lot of faith in Stocke.
He has some personality quirks, but to my knowledge, his skills are unparalleled.
Maybe so. I look forward to seeing what he can do. Rosh, looks like we'll be playing the part of the melted snow.
Sorry?
You didn't hear General Hugo's speech?
Oh, you mean when he delivered the Prophet Noah's proclamation? The cheers were deafening.
It was indeed a stirring speech. We'll be drowning in enlisted men once more. It'll be as if the snow from the mountaintop suddenly melted.
I'll do my best to bring them back alive. That's my job.
Well said. Now then, let's go over the details of your mission.
What do you think's up with this transfer to a new brigade? It's a far cry from the SI. And we'll be working under Stocke.
It seems the people officially in charge did some reshuffling of personnel. It came down from the army, so I guess General Hugo or Lieutenant General Raoul was involved.
Probably right. Heiss would have said something. Seems like a crazy way to do things, doesn't it?
Who can say? They decide, we obey. I feel sorry for Heiss, but we should do our best in our new brigade.
Yeah. Whatever department we're in, we're still working to protect Alistel.
Oh, that reminds me. Our new captain, Rosh, was it? He's a friend of yours, isn't he, Stocke?
Yes. This was some time ago, but back when I was in the army, we fought side by side.
An old friend of yours, eh? I wonder what he's like.
Oh, Captain!
Hey, you're the guy Stocke was talking to the other day. Oh, you're the new captain, huh?
The nerve of you, speaking to your captain like that.
It's okay. I'm not really one for formalities anyway.
But Captain, you have to set a good example for the brigade.
Come on, let's discuss the mission. I may as well say, we've already got marching orders. Our destination is the Alma Mine in the Western Mountains.
A mine?
Located west of Lasville Hills. It's a strategic location that passes through the mountain into Granorg territory. And it seems it's been invaded. Our mission is to drive Granorg out of the mine.
Granorg's side should have been sealed.
It used to be. But apparently they blew open the seal and forced their way in.
That's rather reckless, setting off explosives at an old mine. Why would they do such a thing?
Because of the Sand Fortress. You've heard that Alistel took it back recently? If Granorg wants to attack us, they have to capture the Sand Fortress first. But that's easier said than done. It's well fortified and takes a lot of planning and effort. So they're eyeing the Alma mine as an alternate route, one that gets around the Sand Fortress.
I see. By the way, who's that with you?
Oh, right. You already heard that my brigade is composed of new cadets. He's sort of the leader of the fresh faces.
My name's Keel, sir. I've heard a lot about you from Captain Rush.
He's always wanted to be in the army. He visited all the time just to watch us train. I eventually got to know him, so I told him about you.
I'm great at fencing. Well, sword dancing, technically. But the captain told me he knew someone who was much better with a sword.
Me, I assume.
Yes, sir. I'll train hard to someday be as good as you, Sergeant.
Well, Stocke, how's it feel to be someone's role model? You're not as shady a guy as you think.
If you say so, sure. Good to meet you, Keel.
The honor's all mine.
If the chance comes up, I'd like to see these sword skills of yours. Particularly the sword dancing you mentioned.
Of course, sir. I'd be honored to, Sergeant.
Also, the sergeant is a bit much. Just call me Stocke.
But that wouldn't be proper. No, I have to call you Sergeant, Sergeant.
Looks like the introductions went great. See? I was right to make you my adjutant. Thing is, I'm sorry to put this on you, but I need you to be the vanguard of this brigade. None of these new soldiers have any combat experience. I need trained men in the vanguard.
So that's why Mark and I were reassigned here.
I see your point. It's the best way to keep casualties to a minimum.
I'll join in as well anytime you need my help. Just say the word. The squad led by Keel will be directly behind us providing support. Not just for that, though. I also want to give them a chance to see you guys in action.
I'll try real hard not to be a burden.
All right, let's get going. Oh, and about our equipment. The Army didn't give us any. We got this instead. You know and I know it's not much, but let's keep that to ourselves. Stop by the weapon shop and use your judgment on what we'll need. Anyway, let's get going.